everyone, my name is Xian, who currently works as a research staff at the University of Houston College of Education, Department of Curriculum and Instruction. Today I will present the workshop Critical Hip-Hop Pedagogy in Art Education for Texas Art Education Association Conference in 2020. In this workshop, I will introduce the hip-hop art curriculum in terms of its definition, historical inquiry, rationale, goal, and implication for art education. The purpose of this workshop is to explore how a hip-hop art curriculum as a pedagogic tool to inspire 21st century learners and develop their skills of critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration. The conceptual foundation bases on the critical hip-hop pedagogy, also called CHHP. Before defining hip-hop, I would like to talk about why hip-hop becomes so important in the field of art education. Hip-hop is the primary umbrella of mainstream youth popular culture worldwide. It can be implemented through an art curriculum, which provides an opportunity to inspire today's youth as a new engaging pedagogic tool and a culture-relevant teaching tool as well. There are 4 elements of hip-hop, including graffiti art, DJing, breakdancing, and rapping. There are various definitions of hip-hop by different scholars, such as Porter's in 1995 defends that hip-hop is a paradigmatic instance, at once a carnival and a contest. It is a cultural crossroads through which everyone passes. Chang in 2005, Raymond in 2003, and Rose in 1994 defends that hip-hop originated in the post-industrial Bronx in the early 1970s as a source of identity formation and social status for young Black and Latino people. White and Combs in 1999 defend that hip-hop is a catch-all term for a contemporary, urban-centered youth lifestyle associated with popular music, breakdancing, certain dress and hairstyle, graffiti, and street language. Hip-hop can be traced to the Afro-Caribbean traditions of Jamaica, which are the link between identifiable African elements and European musical conventions. The connection between hip-hop and Caribbean music is based on its musical identity. The roots of rap can be found in funk, soul, rhythm, and blues. It was certainly practiced in Jamaica long before it reached the South Bronx. Jamaicans began listening to U.S. radio stations and liked the rhythmic and blues music from the 1940s to 1960s. Although they could not afford expensive musical instruments, amplifiers, and other sound equipment, some pioneers attended parties and played over-amplified sound systems to encourage the dancers. Moreover, Jamaican's music is at the heart of the hip-hop aesthetics and significantly influenced hip-hop music. Today, it has visibly emerged as the pedagogical discourse for the new century, and it offers a range of critical perspectives that are more culturally grounded than many of those we embrace today. Moreover, the idea of using hip-hop elements in school-based interventions to explore students' sociocultural context is innovative. Scholars recognize the hip-hop as a reaction to urban renewal projects, government's cutbacks in social services, and the removal of music and art programs for New York City public schools. Hip-hop culture is vital because educated urban youth transmit their attitude through it, resulting in higher propensities to draw value from their communities, families, religious institutions, and schools. It has been recognized and adopted in the American education system. There are 2 questions rise up in here. First one is, what can adherence to hip-hop do concerning changes in education? Second, how hip-hop culture is so magnetic and makes the meaning of today's art education. To answer these 2 questions, the scholars such as Petrowers in 2009 provide his really interesting suggestion, which means he reviewed hip-hop educational research and categorized it as a relevance to the field of education in 3 distinct ways. first way, teachers can integrate hip hop as a culturally responsive teaching approach in school curricula to empower marginalized groups, teach academic skills, and educate students about new aspects of their lived experience. Second one, hip hop as it exists as a form of artistic expression can construct a creative practice through artistic learning, by means of which use the concept of themselves, others, and the world around them. Third one, higher education institutions worldwide, particularly in North America, are engaging with hip hop in an academically rigorous manner through courses, researches, conference, and symposia. Bringing hip hop into classroom activity is of immense educational significance because it delivers use of sociocultural messages into classroom learning, which can have a significant impact on youth future success. For applying a hip hop curriculum to be realized as a powerful and meaningful pedagogical approach, teachers and students must provide their critical perspectives on the messages received and processed. In order to understand the definition of critical hip hop pedagogy, called the CHHP, there needs to distinguish from hip hop pedagogy. Hip hop pedagogy is the heart and science of teaching using hip hop sensibilities and cultural capitals such as hip hop music and athletics in the classroom. Hip hop pedagogy is based on culturally relevant approach to engaging urban youth in secondary or college courses. Critical hip hop pedagogy is a theory that applies critical pedagogy to hip hop pedagogy. It combines the critical race theory with hip hop pedagogy in the classroom. Critical hip hop pedagogy is an alternative instructional strategy drawn on critical race theory. The educational purpose of critical hip hop pedagogy is to provide an opportunity for prospective teachers to re examine their beliefs about social inequalities, such as race, class, and gender, as they relate to hip hop culture. The infusion of a hip hop culture into critical pedagogy can provide a positive and productive learning environment. See, this is a graph of the objectives of critical hip hop pedagogy in the art classroom has indicated the 4 points, which including first, the students are more engaging by community learning and practice. Second, students can incorporate a broader conceptions of literacy by applying hip hop culture. Third one, students can formulate new ideas and meaning. And last one, students are encouraged to develop their critical understanding and connect with individual ideas and school tasks. There are several reasons for the increasing popularities of the hip hop art curriculum in secondary education, including one, sparking a paradigm shift to reduce biases and negative statistics. And second, increasing interest in content related to the youth popular culture. And third, engaging student artistic expression and creativity and extending the willingness to collaborate and communicate with peers and instructors. Also, you can see the hip hop inspired art curriculum could be also really integrated with other field or content. For example, it can be music because the one of the elements of the hip hop is about the DJing, and actually rapping is also relevant to the music, and also dancing and the visual art also can be like a language art, which means improve the students the skill of literacy. There's the 4 recommendations for the future research and also to help the art teachers to implement the hip hop art curriculum. The first the recommendation is to get support from the school leader, which will allow art teachers to make a more significant effort to create an innovative art curriculum that use the critical hip hop pedagogy within the standard class schedule, because the content for art is different from that of the other fields such as English, mathematics, and science. It will help young people experience the diverse culture and explore communities' issues more profoundly. Indeed, school need to consider providing the hip hop art curriculum or program during the afternoon after school times and collaborate with the art organizations or communities outside of the classroom. For example, art teachers can invite local rappers or musicians to the classroom to share their stories of creating our rap songs. Also, art teachers can collaborate with the local galleries to introduce our works by hip hop artists. If hip hop educators can implement their hip hop art curriculum outside of the classroom, the impact of a hip hop pedagogy may be more significant. Since having hip hop art educator teach during the regular school hours mean they can only reach students in the classroom. And the second recommendation concerns the best way of adopting hip hop pedagogy into standard classroom. The researchers suggest that our educators can have more controls over that. They can teach and emphasize the skill like critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. Teachers should be giving a great deal of autonomy to create innovative license based on diverse students' needs because teacher autonomy is essential as well as the implementations of hip hop art curricula in more classroom as it aligns with the set of common core state standards called the CCSS. The third recommendation is to provide more opportunities for in-service teachers to participate in local art programs to focus on professional development and increase their teaching self-efficacy and content conferences as well. For example, art programs in the Houston area, such as the Via Gallery, like a street painting festival, and also the Art Car Project, inspire and help in service art teachers to create an innovative art curriculum in the classroom and build a connection with the outside world. The last recommendation is to develop an evaluations of hip hop art curricula in an urban high school setting. The researchers suggest need to have a professional evaluations to track the needs of stakeholders and the need for improvement in the curriculum setting. Subjects like the fine arts lack value in the school programs because they serve as electives for students in urban public school. Finally, the conclusion we say incorporate hip hop elements into our instruction can help students become active learner and engage them with creative opportunities to draw upon their interest and foster their critical skills. Hip hop art curriculum can definitely benefit not only the arts but also others content field and the subjects. It demonstrates how integral the arts are to providing today's students with the capacities to innovate in the face of global society's challenges. Utilizing the hip hop pedagogy approach to education, anchored in hip hop culture and youth culture, has a significant influence on teaching and learning in urban high school. Critical hip hop pedagogy, also called CHHP, allows the art teacher to utilize the innovative teaching approaches that are far different from the standardized art curriculum, such as drawing a still life commonly found in traditional art classroom. And thank you for watching. Thank you.